Yo, what is going on to the boxing OGs? So I just thought I'd put up a quick live, and we got a lot of people talking about Tank Davis and who is he going to fight next. Now we know that Tank Davis has already gone through so many people, but those guys that he's been fighting, they're not at the top level. So now that Tank Davis has come to the stage where only the top boys are available, I mean, the top guys are the ones that we want to see now Tank Davis fight. But we've seen Tank Davis has got a lot of attributes. Tank Davis has shown no matter what, he has got a lot of arsenal to his game. And he definitely is a good fighter. Now the question becomes, who can beat Tank Davis? Who is the guy out of all these guys has got the balls and can go in and actually not be in awe and not be scared and be a guy that really can go in there and show Tank Davis what time it is? Now, we do have 5, 6 good fighters at the top level. We have 5, 6 fighters that are around Tank Davis's level. I mean, Tank Davis's weight. And we know that these guys have been waiting for Gervonta Tank Davis. But we got guys with different styles and different fighters. And some of them have got a way better, even a better resume than Gervonta Tank Davis. We got pound for pound fighters, which are in that category right there, waiting for Tank. But which one of these guys actually can beat him? It's not about competing anymore. It's not about going in there to get your paycheck. It's about actually going in there and to beat and dethorn Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, we got some names in the mix. Obviously, names that everybody knows. But let's start with some of the names that I'm going to give you that you can tell me if these guys, and I know that these guys definitely have something to offer. Now we're going to go with no one else but Shakur Stevenson. Yes, Shakur Stevenson, 3-weight world champion. Shakur Stevenson is the fighter that has been blessed by the boxing OGs. You need to remember this. Shakur Stevenson is one of the chosen ones in the American boxing world. He is the guy that's been blessed by Son of God, by Andre Ward. He is the man that's been blessed by Terence Bud Crawford. He even is the man that has been blessed by Floyd Mayweather. They reckon that this is the guy that can beat everybody. Now, Shakur Stevenson is a name that has been always compared to some of the best guys in that division. Now we know that those are the fights that we should be looking at for Gervonta Tank Davis. Then I know that Shakur Stevenson is a different breed. And I know that Shakur Stevenson will push Tank Davis into different places and could be the guy to outbox Tank. And what I mean by that, he won't push him in any way of going forward, but he could get Tank Davis to be in a situation where Tank Davis is getting outboxed, outsmart, and out-hustled. And that comes with an IQ and an intelligence like a Shakur Stevenson. So I would say that Shakur Stevenson definitely is one of those opponents that I could see him pulling off a victory against Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, we got other opponents, obviously. We know a man that's been lined up with Gervonta Tank Davis for many years. And there was a point where Tank Davis was getting called out by Lomachenko. Yes, Vasily Lomachenko has always wanted to fight Tank, especially when Lomachenko was in his prime. Now we know that Lomachenko is at the end of his career and he isn't the best what he used to be, but he still is one of the best ever in the division. Now for me, Lomachenko is a guy that has got the skills and the brain. He has a brain which is superior. He has a mindset and he is a born fucking Olympian. Man's fucking got the best amateur pedigree in the world ever. So Lomachenko knows how to deal with all kinds of styles. And you have never seen Lomachenko ever look bad. Ever, ever. Even if he lost, he never, ever has looked bad. For me, Vasily Lomachenko is definitely a guy, and in his prime. Hey, yo, bro, Vasily Lomachenko, when he was calling out Tank, I had Lomachenko as the winner. I had Lomachenko as the man to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Even to the point where Tank Davis's own team did not want to make that fight. There was a time that Tank Davis's own team, they did not want to fight Vasily Lomachenko, bro. But you see, Lomachenko wanted to fight Tank anyway, long time ago. So Lomachenko knows something, and Lomachenko knows how to beat a Gervonta Tank Davis. I gotta say, Lomachenko is one of the front runners. Yes, even today, even at this age, yo, Lomachenko, he's different, bro. He can adapt differently, man. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko is a guy has aged, and he has aged though. That's one thing about Lomachenko. He has aged, and obviously time catches up with all the greats. So it all depends. If Lomachenko hasn't got what he had once, then obviously he could lose. You know what I mean? But maybe this is the best time for Tank to actually catch Lomachenko. Maybe this would be the best time for Tank to actually catch a Lomachenko, bro. Because Loma is coming to the end of his game, right? Lomachenko is coming to the end of his game, bro. And he's had a lot of nicks, a lot of injuries, and time takes its toll. Time takes its toll with everybody, mate. You know what I mean? We're never the same people that we were when we were 35. When we were 25, we were different. We are not the same when we are 35 years old. But Lomachenko has he's a special guy. So I could see Lomachenko could give Tank Davis even now a big run for his money. My third opponent, no one else but Teofimo Lopez. Yes, Teofimo Lopez, two-time lineal champion, should be undisputed at 135. The man to beat Loma was Teofimo Lopez. The man who beat Josh Taylor was Teofimo Lopez. So Teofimo Lopez versus Tank Davis gotta be the fight, mate. It has to. That makes sense. Teofimo versus Tank, bro. I gotta say that Teofimo can put. Teofimo is the guy who's he's unpredictable. Teo can be unpredictable. We don't know what Teo can come. And Teofimo fights to the level of his caliber. Teofimo fights to the level of his competition. So I gotta say, Teofimo Lopez, yes, two-time lineal champion. Teo versus Tank is a massive fight, bro. Yeah, I can see Teo. Well, I mean, you got now we already gave you 3 good names. I already gave you 3 names, bro. 3 strong fucking names. You know what I mean? Teofimo Lopez, bro. You know the difference with Teo? There's a Teo that I've been watching back in the day. His name was what's his name? Gordo. Gordo is a special guy, bro. And Tank Davis is special. But you see, it's gonna come down to being precise, punch placement. Every inch is gonna take its look. Tank Davis has to be on his best. But if Teofimo's at his best, he can give Tank Davis a fucking run for his money, bro. He could be the one. Could Teo be the one to beat Gervonta Tank Davis? Now, we can't forget, we got other names in the mix. Low Nose Boxing in the house. Gorso. Yes, mate. Ralph Unreal. What's going on, brother? Yes, guys. I just want to chop it up. David Rodriguez, Hayes in the house, Daniel in the house, Gabriel Sanchez. I just wanted to put a quick live up. I didn't even waste time. I put the live up straight away. You know what I mean? Put the thumbnail and just went straight live. Tank Davis, who could beat him? Who could dethrone? You know what I mean? Pitbull Cruz. You know, Pitbull Cruz gave Tank one of his hardest fights, bruv. Now, could Pitbull Cruz be able to elevate after the first fight, which was so close? But if we really be logical, we know that Tank Davis, we saw his arm, we saw his hand get injured in that fight. So Pitbull is still a big name for Tank because he gave Tank such a close fight in the first fight that they still believe Pitbull's going to be a very good fight, right? Now we got another guy, bro. We got William ZAPEDA. What about William ZAPEDA? Huh? What about ZAPEDA, man? Talk to me. Will William ZAPEDA be able to give Tank Davis his first loss? We got to put him in the mix, though. We do need to put him in the mix, bro. You know what I mean? We do need to put him in the mix, mate. And I think ZAPEDA just only can be there as a name. Right now, he ain't got the name. I mean, but he's building himself, right? He's building himself. So, of course, I think we have to see. Give me a sec, guys. Yo, 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 we in the house. So, I was saying, right? Javante Tank Davis, who can beat him? Who can beat Tank? In your eyes. Now, we see what Devin Haney did with sparring. And now that we've seen the real sparring video, we saw that Devin Haney had more stamina than Tank. But sparring is sparring. Sparring is sparring, bro. Now, can Devin Haney have the skills to be able to beat Tank Davis and stay away from big shots? You know that what he did with Ryan Garcia doesn't mean he's going to do that with everyone. Doesn't mean that he fought like that, he's going to fight like that again. So we have to look at the opponents and what they're bringing to the table and who brings the biggest threat. You know what I mean? We got to look at who really brings the biggest threat to Tank Davis. Who is the guy that can beat Tank Davis? Not just the guy who can compete. We've seen many guys go in there and compete. But who can beat him? Is it Haney? Is it Pitbull? Is it Loma? Is it Shakur? Is it ZAPEDA? Or is it TEOFIMO? Who is the guy that can dethrone Javante Tank Davis? Right? Now, within these opponents, have you got any more opponents that you can put in the mix after the ones that I just told you? I told you Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, TEOFIMO, Devin Haney, Pitbull Cruz, William ZAPEDA. Who else have you got that can beat him? Who can beat him? That's my question to you. As a boxing fan and a hardcore guy, a person who sees a guy's skills, power, foot placement, seeing people, seeing boxers for what attributes they bring, what style beats Javante Tank Davis? You guys give me the name. You tell me who beats Javante Tank at 140 or 135. Give me the names and let me have a look in the chat. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Give me a sec.
Right, what's going on here, Donny's on the next? Barry's actually going to propose to Sandra. Sandra has been giving Barry mad head lately, and he's witch, yeah? He's doing this behind the back of the boys because they know, yeah, they would have cussed him out for proposing to Sandra. Tracy had one job to do, and that was to record it, but she's all over the bloody place. Barry's clocked that she didn't get the footage, so he's going to propose to Sandra again. Oh, for fuck's sake, Tracy! What's going on?
Right, ladies and gentlemen. So we were just talking, running down with some of the names and the athletes that we got that could probably beat a Javante Tank Davis. Right? Now, it all depends because Tank Davis does have experience. Tank Davis has been in the game for many years. He knows how to fight. He knows how to move. He knows how to use angles. He's a smart guy. Tank is also got good he's got okay defense. And Tank Davis can take hell of a punch. So Tank has skills that you need to match him up with somebody who will probably keep him thinking and keep him honest. Who is the style out of all those styles that I mentioned? Vasily Lomachenko, a man that knows how to fight from so many different angles, right? A man who knows how to fight from so many different angles, bro. We know that Lomachenko has got, you know, especially in his prime, Lomachenko's angles, punch placement, and how he can catch you without seeing those punches. I'd say Lomachenko definitely, you know what I mean, has a great, especially in his prime. Especially in his prime. Now, the reason why I'd say Lomachenko did want to fight Tank a long time ago. And Lomachenko been wanting Tank Davis. So he obviously sees something that he can exploit, right? Or would you go with Shakur Stevenson? Shakur Stevenson, a younger, is he hungrier, has got skills, he's more fresher. Shakur Stevenson's a big boy, tall, got range. Shakur got skills. He's a very, very good defensive fighter. He's not the best offensive fighter, but he definitely has got the skills to beat most of these guys. Now, Shakur Stevenson, could he be the guy to out chess, to out hustle with the ring IQ, to box, move, and outbox Javante Tank? Right? Shakur could be the guy. It could be possibly Shakur. It could be possibly Shakur, right? You'd expect a guy who's tricky, who knows how to move, has got skills, guy who's got a pedigree, been in the game for many years. Shakur Stevenson has all the attributes, right? All the attributes to beat Javante Tank Davis. Now, what about Devin Haney? We saw Devin Haney sparring Tank the other day. It was a proper sparring, wasn't it? Now you saw the real sparring, and that first little clip that Ryan Garcia put out, that wasn't the real fucking sparring, bro. That wasn't the real sparring, bro. Could Devin Haney beat Tank Davis? Could he outbox Tank? Could he use just his jab, clinch, and just be a guy to stay in his distance? He can't fight like he fought Ryan Garcia. He can't fight how he fought Ryan Garcia, right? Or you got Teofimo Lopez, bro. Now, Teofimo, come on. Teofimo Lopez, bro, Teofimo Lopez not just he got skills, is athletic, Teo's fast, Teofimo Lopez is young, hungry, Can Teofimo Lopez outbox, or could he? You know, he's a good counter puncher. Teofimo's a good counter puncher. Teofimo can come from looping shots. Can Teofimo defawn Tank Davis? That's a tough one. Can Teofimo Lopez defawn Javante Tank Davis, bro? You know, because Tank is still a big name. The money's on Tank. Whether you don't like it or not, he's still one of the biggest names in that division. So fighting him is where the money's at, right? Fighting him is where the money's at, bro. 135 is weak. I think only Loma is the most skilled, but Tank had to wait. Tank had him waiting 7 years. Yeah, you're right, bro. 7 years later, Lomachenko, Isaac. Lomachenko, the only guy, yeah? Who do you have faith with? Isaac Bermudez has faith with Loma. Hayes says Loma is the man. So regardless of everybody I mentioned, you have faith in Lomachenko. You have more faith in Lomachenko, bro. Are you serious? You have more faith in the older guy, the older man, the man who's older than all of them, and that is Vasily Lomachenko. Wow. You have more faith in Lomachenko, bro. Even the old Loma rep. What? What about Pitbull, Shakur, Devin Haney, ZAPEDA, TEOFIMO, and you said Lomachenko? Okay. Hey, nobody can argue with that. Nobody can really argue that Lomachenko is the biggest threat right now, even today, even years later. Even the man is not in his prime. Lomachenko is the hardest test, people say. I mean, I couldn't argue with that because Loma is definitely, he can come up in different ways. Depends what Loma turns up. And Loma always can adapt. So I can't go against Loma, bro. I got to say, but Lomachenko, man, you're talking about, it's been a long time. When Loma wanted to fight Tank, bro, that was 2019, 2018, and 2020. Lomachenko wanted to fight him at 2018, 2019, and 2020. And now, can Loma still have enough? Does Loma still have enough? Because Tank is still younger. He got a lot of strength. And T-Pop says nobody beats Tank. Yo, T-Pop says nobody beats Tank, bro. Nobody. Absolutely nobody beats Tank Davis. Check that out. T-Pop believes Loma can't beat him now. Haney can't beat him. Shakur can't beat him. Teofimo can't beat him. Pitbull can't beat him. And neither can William ZAPEDA. Nobody can beat Tank Davis, says T-Pop. Wow. Tank is getting better and better. Tank Davis is getting better. He's getting more and more, like, more into himself. He's very, very composed now. He's very confident, very, very composed. And Tank Davis's game all round is getting better. You understand? It's like Tank Davis has really grown into a man. Tank Davis has really grown now into a man. So T-Pop, that's a good one. That Tank Davis has got better over the years. Now you see, he beats a drained Frank and all of a sudden he's unbeatable, says Ralph. Ralph says he beats a drained Frank, right? And all of a sudden he's unbeatable now. Okay. All right. The Chief says, right? Tank versus Loma and Shakur versus Baranchik. USA versus Ukraine. Hawker Mustang in the house. Hawker Mustang says Davis has been ducking Lomachenko since 2016. Get it right, Rat Montana. I mean, I would say at 2016, Tank probably wasn't ready though. You know what I mean? Tank was still, what, 21 years old? He was 20 years old. At 2018, I started taking it serious, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't really take it serious at 2016. Tank was still a young pup. So maybe at that time, it wasn't full force. But at 2018, 2019, Tank definitely, he didn't fight Lomachenko, bro. Loma cash out fight against Tank. Let's go. Yeah, I'll be excited, bro. Maybe Tank now will fancy himself against Lomachenko. Right? You hear me? You get me? Maybe he fancies himself now with Lomachenko, bro. Nah, Ghost, I'm just being real, bro. I don't cuck for nobody. I don't give a fuck. I just believe at 2016, he was still a young pup coming up. You know? That was over 8 years ago. Yes, man, brethren. Legacy in the house. Yes, Legacy, mate. Ghost says, Rapstar, can you unblock OG Blaze? I didn't know he was blocked. And if he was blocked, there must be something that he must have done, which was way beyond. You know what I mean? Because we don't block people easy out here, bro. Unless you're really being a dick. Loma best come in with no excuses, considering he has only fought fighting for his father's wishes, which means he is not motivated enough. That's a good point, you know. This guy just made a good point here. That the Lomachenko we got today, right, is the Lomachenko is said himself that he's fighting now because his father, because of his dad, he already has achieved so much. Has he got the same willpower, hunger, and the demeanor to beat all these guys? Because it looks to me that Lomachenko, he did say that, so you need to be totally up for it. You know what I mean? You need to be totally up for it, bro. That's a fact. That's a good one. Is Lomachenko hungry enough? Is Lomachenko hungry enough, bro? That's my question. Is Lomachenko hungry enough? He said he's doing it for his dad, right? But you know that Loma ain't taking no fight unless Loma believes. Yeah? Is if Loma believes that he can beat Tank, then it don't matter to me. Because if Loma believes he's gonna beat Tank, let me tell you right now. Let me tell you straightforward right now. That Lomachenko will never go into any fight. He will never look outclassed. You could never outclass Loma. You could never make Loma look stupid. Loma will go into Tank Davis's fight, win or lose. He will lose and win with his head up high. Hear what I'm saying to you. Lomachenko will go into that fight with his head up high, bro. He will not lose like no one else. That's one thing that we can rely on Lomachenko. That is one thing that we can rely on Lomachenko, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is definitely one thing we know. That Loma is going in like an OG. And he will lose or win like an OG. That's Lomachenko. Simple. That's Lomachenko, bro. Win or lose, Loma don't play. He ain't going out like that for nobody, right? But if you want Loma, why are you not pushing TEOFIMO? If you want Lomachenko, why are you guys not pushing for TEOFIMO? Tell me that. Why are you not pushing for TEOFIMO? Why are you guys not pushing for TEOFIMO? TEOFIMO versus Tank. You say Loma can do it. What about TEOFIMO? TEOFIMO and Tank at 140. TEOFIMO and Tank at 140, bro. Talk to me. Loma's at 135. Yeah, I told you in the beginning of the show. At 135, 140, who you got? Loma is a whole problem for Tank. Trust me. So Hayes is more confident in Lomachenko versus Tank than TEOFIMO versus Tank. Tank will never move up to 140 to fight TEOFIMO. No, he said he will fight at 140. Yo, big up to Just Blaze in the house. Yo, Just Blaze, who you think is the toughest opponent? Loma, TEOFIMO, Shakur, Devin Haney, Pitbull Cruz? Who? William ZAPEDA, TEOFIMO? Who is the guy that could be the toughest? A lot of people have come here and said Lomachenko. A lot of people believe that it's Lomachenko. That's what a lot of people are saying. Keith Thurman at 147 couldn't even knock out Barrios. And Just Blaze said the same thing as Teapot, that none of them can beat him now because Tank Davis is getting better and better and better. Tank Davis is getting better and better and better. So now, even this Lomachenko that we got at this age is tough. Loma's best years are behind him. Tank's best years have come ahead. Tank's coming now to his peak. Lomachenko is now to the end. So then we could say that TEOFIMO could be the one who could give Tank the hardest fight. We could say it could be TEOFIMO or Shakur Stevenson. Right? TEOFIMO or Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we ain't really got... I mean, look, Shakur is the more logical because he's at Tank Davis's weight. He's at Tank Davis's weight. So you really got to go with Lomachenko and Shakur. Those are the two guys who would be the front runners. You know what I mean? Everybody else would be an opponent. Everybody else would definitely just be an opponent. So we do need to look at who actually can go in there and win. Not just compete. Who can go in there and fucking win? That's the question for me. I think it could be at 135. Could be Shakur. It could be Shakur at 135. You know? It could possibly be Shakur Stevenson, bro. It could be. He's fresher than Lomachenko. He's way younger than Lomachenko. He's got a lot of time on his hands. He's got reach, you know? And maybe he's got legs. He's got enough legs to get away from Tank Davis's hardest shots. It might be a boring fight. It might be a boring fight. But even though if it's a boring fight, maybe he can pull off an upset or pull off a win via points. Lomachenko is a bigger name. I think Tank gonna choose Lomachenko. Lomachenko a bigger name than Teofimo. Well, Lomachenko's done a lot in his life, innit? He's freeweight world champion, and he's a legacy fighter. So of course, whoever gets him on the resume, they'll probably want to get him, right? But Teofimo Lopez, you'd expect in America that be the big fight. Teofimo Lopez versus Tank is a bigger fight than Tank versus Loma. What's the bigger fight? Tank versus Loma or Tank versus Teo? You tell me. What is the bigger fight? Tank versus Loma or Tank versus Teofimo, bro? What's the biggest fight? Tank versus Loma or Tank versus Teo? In your eyes. Tank versus Loma or Tank versus Teofimo? Tank versus Loma, says T-Pop, is bigger. Wow. Tank versus Loma is bigger in America than Tank versus Teo. Are you sure? Or let's go around the world. Tank versus Teo, Tank versus Loma. Maybe around the world, you might be right with Loma. But in America, I believe Tank versus Teo should be a bigger fight. Both are American. I would have expected it to be Tank versus Teofimo Lopez, bro. In America. Hey, Tank versus Haney's a big fight, though. You guys are overlooking that shit. Tank versus Haney is a big fight, bro. You guys are overlooking that shit. You understand? Tank versus Haney possibly could be a massive fight. Even though it's at that's if Tank will fight Haney at 140. Right? Give me a second. Give me a sec.
What up?
How are you?
I'm great.
Can we meet you?
My name is Tunde Tupac, aka the Rap Killer,
Tunde Tupac.
the Rap Flexer, kill them all.
Your name
is
Tunde Tupac.
Tunde Tupac.
You can write the Rap Killer there.
But Tunde is your
It's
name.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Tunde, with your dressing, I know the kind of song that you're about to present.
Yes.
So you want to tell us about it?
Just rap game. I kill the rap game because the haters want us down, but they're not gonna get us.
You don't
Calm
need to
down.
tell us about the haters now.
Rappers, right? You're a
Yes.
rapper.
Rapper.
Good. Let's hear you.
Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Ha ha ha. Check it. Check it. Check it. I rule everywhere. I rule. They want to take me down, but they cannot take me down. Yeah. I rule New York. I rule Lagos to Atlanta. We go to Chicago. Check me out. Check my game. My game is tight. All the haters, I shoot them in the brain. Boom, boom, boom. I've been around with my guys, 50 Cent, Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg. We're all in this game together because I kill them all. I kill Tupac and I kill Biggie. I kill them all because they can't contain my rap game.
Hey!
It's off the hook because I'll
calm
kill
down.
you all now.
No, calm down. You killed?
You killed who?
It's just a lyric. Don't fear.
Lyric.
Your lyric
Hey.
will put you in trouble. You have to be very careful. You don't just go about saying things that you don't know.
It's a rap game. That's how it is.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
I've been in this game for more than 20 years.
How old are
What's
you?
it?
I'm 15 years old.
What?
Just forget my age. Just focus on how long I've been in the game.
And you know Tupac. You know Snoop Dogg. You know
By the
50
grace of
Cent.
God, we met in the States.
Oh.
Which state?
Akwa Ibom.
This guy.
You're just a joker. You know what? Just go. We'll get
Just-
back to you.